What's up, everybody? It's your boy Simply Steve, Steven E. However you know me, it's your boy. I'm back. Today I'll be doing my very first on my own, but very first Monday Night Raw review. After seeing Monday Night Raw last night, I was like, I have got to do a review because last night's Monday Night Raw felt like the Raw after WrestleMania. Because it was just so jam-packed and filled and excitement and everything. It was just awesome. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. So Monday Night Raw kicks off with the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, who is mad, pissed that he got screwed at SummerSlam, which I can understand. I mean, The Undertaker did tap out. And, okay, right, I'm sorry. The Undertaker did tap out, okay? And thinking that, but the referee never called for the bell. So, again, and everyone I've heard has said this, including my own father, including Laughing Stock Media and Geekdom, who had their SummerSlam review posted today, right? They both said, how in the world did the timekeeper see the Undertaker tapped out? And I'm thinking, again, I said yesterday that maybe Paul Heyman was like, yo, he tapped. And that's how the timekeeper was like. But he was on the same side as the referee. And the referee didn't even see Taker tap out. Even though it's just like, what? How did he see him tap out? But anyway, Brock said he doesn't blame the ref. He doesn't blame the timekeeper. He doesn't blame the people. He blames The Undertaker because The Undertaker went for the low blow. Does this mean The Undertaker is a heel? I do not know, because last night it was, well, not last night, the night before at SummerSlam, they were chanting Suplex City, but they were also chanting for The Undertaker. The Undertaker has that legendary status now where he comes in and, you know, you don't boo him. It's like when even though Shawn Michaels screwed over Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship, right? Back in 2013. He screwed him over. He kicked him in the face with Sweet Chin Music, right? The next night on Raw, he was still getting cheered. Why? Even though the fans love Daniel Bryan, this is Shawn Michaels. We're talking about the Heartbreak Kid. We're talking about Mr. WrestleMania. Mr. Monday... No, that's sorry. I was thinking about Rob Van Dam. I was about to call him Mr. Monday Night. Mr. WrestleMania, everything. The showstopper, the Heartbreak Kid, HBK, whatever. He is a legend. So even though what he did to Daniel Bryan, people were still cheering him. Why? Because he's Shawn Michaels. Matter of fact, he got an award later that year for screwing over him, and people still cheered for him. Why? Because he's Shawn Michaels. So even though Taker technically would be considered a heel, you can't boo him because he's The Undertaker. It's just that simple, right? So Brock basically challenged Taker to come out so they can have their rematch tonight, which basically implies that they will have a third match. And having a third match, that most likely means Brock Lesnar will win. Taker will lose the war, which I guess it's fine. I don't know. If y'all know me, I'm a huge Undertaker fan. You know, I personally, again, don't think the streak should have ended. I love this feud, don't get me wrong. I love their match at SummerSlam. But, I mean, it's The Undertaker. I mean, come on, man. He's about to retire. He doesn't need no more losses. Come on, man. You heard him? Brock hasn't lost in 2 years. Why? Because he's Brock Lesnar. Taker should never have lost. Why? Because he's The Undertaker. But whatever. So instead of getting The Undertaker, we get Bo Dallas. He's all like, you know, all you have to do is Bo leave. And he gets suplexed like 4 times. WWE Universe chanting one more time. Paul Heyman was like, come on, man, one more suplex for me. Brock goes back, suplexes him again. He leaves. And then Paul Heyman was like, come on, let's do an F5 him. So then he goes back and he F5s him. It was great. After you get Bo, he was being stupid. Even JBL, who was always like, Bo leave. It was like, yo, man, you stupid. So that was how Raw opened up. Next, our first match of the night was New Day taking on the Lucha Dragons. New Day was the champs, and actually people were chanting New Day rocks. Why? Because New Day is awesome. I have said from the beginning, when they first came out, that New Day rocks. Matter of fact, they love New Day so much, they're putting New Day chants into everything. They're going, C, nah sucks, C, nah sucks, C, nah sucks. That's how much they love the New Day. New Day does rock now. Even though they're still heels, they love them. Kind of similar to how Taker is supposed to be a heel, but you can't boo Taker because he's The Undertaker. Am I right? Or am I right? Anyway, New Day beats the Lucha Dragons. Then as they're celebrating, we get the return of the Dudley Boys. Now, I don't know about you. I don't remember too much about the Dudley Boys because I don't remember when I started watching wrestling. It was just so long ago. I just know it was near the end of Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin's careers. But, I mean, because I don't remember any of the matches that they had, but I do remember the Dudley Boys slightly because not only because of the WWE Network. But the Dudley Boys came back. You know, they beat up the New Day. It was awesome. Just like the Dudley Boys are back, happy. The only thing that can make it better is if the Hardy Boys came back, and we can have at least 2 out of the 3 teams who put on that incredible tables, ladders, and chairs matches at SummerSlam and WrestleMania. Hoping for the Hardy Boys to come back, because in that case, we have got a tag team division. Plus, when the Usos come back, oh my gosh, we will have a tag team division, man. Alright, so next we had Miz TV. Oh, I'm sorry. We had Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus the Wyatt family in a SummerSlam rematch. I was wondering why they were having a rematch. I hate when they kind of do that, where they have a match on the pay-per-view and then they have the rematch on Raw. I don't want to see that same match again. I don't want to see them fight the night after. I'm like, oh, seriously? But, you know, whatever. The match was okay. The match was going on. Roman Reigns about to hit that spear. Lights go off. We have a new Wyatt family member who I think personally fits better into the Wyatt family than Eric Rowan did. Because of this dude, Eric Rowan ain't coming back. And if he does, he's going to be like the forgotten one. Like, alright, you know, Eric, you stay over there. Luke Harper, Brian Showman, I think that's what his name is. They're like, come on, let's go. And it was so crazy. I'm like, dude, this dude is huge. But I think he should have been with the Wyatt family originally. Was he with WWE back in 2012? I don't think so. But, dude, this guy was like, oh my god. So that only means now that the WWE needs someone to pair up with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Will they have a 3-on-2 tag match at Night of Champions? I don't know. But, let's just say for namesake, Sting beats. You know what? I'll get into that later about Sting. I spoiled it already early on. But whatever. Next, anyway, Miz TV. Miz is interviewing Team PCB after their win last night, you know. Then the Bella Twins come out. They get into it. We got a 6 Divas tag match. Pretty much it. Nothing really interesting to say. Now, here's the problem. It's kind of like when the WWE Universe asked for a new upcoming superstar. Like, for instance, when they were asking, we want new, we're tired of Cena, we want somebody new, we want somebody fresh, we want somebody this, right? The WWE gives them Roman Reigns. They reject Roman Reigns. The WWE asks for, the WWE Universe asks for a Divas Revolution because the Divas match only used to be 2-3 minutes long. They're like, give Divas a chance, right? Now they're giving Divas a chance. I'll admit the storyline is kind of blah. But, I mean, they were chanting, we are awesome in JBL. The Bella Twins and Paige went on Twitter bashing like, y'all suck, y'all asked for this, we're giving it to you, and you reject us. Heck, some dude, WWE Hall of Famer, I believe, was basically saying, just get rid of the Divas Revolution. Heck, Laughing Stock Media, if you watch his videos, says, let's get rid of the Divas division because it's just not that interesting. And my own father, he's saying, whenever we want to review and we're talking about the Divas, he's like, skip, I don't care, forget the Divas. I'm not saying the Divas Revolution is bad, but I'm saying maybe come up with something better. People were excited when Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Becky Lynch came onto the scene, but now it's just so boring. We're like, oh god, who cares about the Divas Revolution? These divas aren't like Trish Stratus and Lita and Chyna. They're not like them. I understand that. But hey, I mean, we gotta figure out some kind of way to appease them. Because, well, I would say last night they weren't booing Roman Reigns, but they were booing him at No, they were. Never mind. Forget that. It's the same thing. Roman Reigns getting booed. The Divas match. They aren't even booing them. They just don't even care. They're chanting other stuff that have absolutely nothing to do with the match. And while Becky Lynch and Charlotte were sports about it because they didn't really complain. They're like, hey, whatever. You know, we'll just motivate us more to be better until you finally do like us, right? But then again, you also kind of have to remember, you're not in the same town over and over again. There will be some towns who hate it and some towns who love it. So, for instance, you could get one reaction in one town and a different reaction in another. Except for John Cena. He gets the same wherever he goes. Cena sucks, let's go Cena, because he's John Cena. But, nevertheless. So, Team Bella ended up winning, and that was that. Next, we were going to have a tag team match, Stardust and Barrett versus Neville and somebody. Never even saw Neville's partner because, what do you call it? Stardust attacked King Barrett from behind, and that's pretty much it. We're like, why did he attack him? JBL and them were like, saying like Stardust was embarrassed. He lost to Stephen Amell and everything like that. And then Neville comes down and he tries to fight Stardust, and you know, Stardust runs off, and that's it, right? Very confusing. Next, we get Jon Stewart. He comes to the ring. He explains his actions, right? He's like, basically the reason why he did what he did was not to help Seth Rollins win, but because he didn't want John Cena to tie Ric Flair's record for winning the most championships. Ric Flair comes out and he's like, dude, I wanted Cena to tie me. He's like, I understand, but you know, you're the best, you're the greatest, you're the all-time best wrestler in the world, yada yada yada. And he's like, dude, you ruined the match. Cena comes out, he's mad at him. Oh my god, he's just like, he looked like he's ready to fight Jon Stewart. And you know, I understand, and Jon Stewart deserved to get attitude adjustment. I think that was the one time everyone was like, you know, yeah, he deserved it. Alright, Cena, get your revenge, yo. He screwed you over for no apparent reason. I mean, we can all understand, but still. And then next, we had the 8-man tag team match. We had Ziggler, Orton, Cesaro, and Ryback versus Rusev, Sheamus, Kevin Owens, and The Big Show. Now, normally when Raw or SmackDown has these type of matches, I don't really care. I change the channel and wait for it to be over to get to the next segment. But in this scenario, I was like, you know, I'll give it a chance. And, you know, for the most part, it was okay. It was a pretty good match. And then Big Show tries to knock out Randy Orton, but he accidentally knocks out Sheamus. Orton hits the RKO. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. It's over. Next, we were supposed to have Seth Rollins come to the ring. And he is, what do you call it? He's bragging about his win over John Cena and everything like that. Saying he's the best. Saying he'll be forever immortalized because he got a tour of the WWE headquarters where his statue will be. And the WWE was airing videos of reviewing statues. I'm like, alright, here we go. And we did see a glimpse of it in the back. Because I remember seeing the WWE title and the US title on him. So that's when they're about to reveal it. That's when Sting comes. Now mind you, before Sting was going to come, first of all, John Cena said that he was going to come out and he was going to get revenge. Or he was going to talk to, aka talk to Seth Rollins, right? We all know what that meant. He gets kicked out. So obviously we know, okay, we've been hearing the rumors of Sting going to be there. And at first I'm thinking, okay, Kane didn't show up, so maybe Kane will be the one who will be under there, right? I mean, remember, Seth Rollins did kind of mock him and step on his foot or whatever after Brock Lesnar broke it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe Kane's going to be under there or attack him or whatever like that. But instead, we get Sting, which I have been calling for, actually, mind you. I've been saying Sting should come back and Sting should get a WWE World Heavyweight title opportunity because then he would be technically, I don't know if Booker T or Hulk Hogan ever won the what do you call it? The TNA title, but I do know that if Sting, I do know Sting won. So if Sting wins the title at Night of Champions, then he will be the first guy in history to hold the TNA, the WWE, and the WCW title. Now, you can say Big Show with ECW, but to be quite honest, ECW got bought up by WWE, and it was there, so I don't really count that. And WWE doesn't even acknowledge TNA at all. It's like they don't exist. I mean, I guess until they become a legitimate threat, which will never ever happen, that's when they're acknowledging them. But until then, So Sting comes back. He attacks Seth Rollins, setting up Sting versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight title at Night of Champions. The question is, will Sting win? Will Sting become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? I don't seriously, honestly know. And here is why. Because I've heard rumors that Seth Rollins might just be the champion all the way up to WrestleMania next year to set up for the Shield triple threat match. In order for that to take place, Roman Reigns is going to have to figure out some kind of way to get the fans to like him. Because right now, they like Dean Ambrose, right? So, will Sting win? It's a possibility that he could win. But then again, it's also a possibility of Sheamus coming in to cash in his money in the bank. So, I don't know. It is possible that it could happen. But I'm not sure. Now, I will say something that I heard from Laughing Stock Media. Because I was watching the video for SummerSlam reaction today, right? A few hours ago. And one of the things they said was, he said, him and Geekdom were discussing was, that Taker and Brock Lesnar were going to have a third match. If that's the case, then it should be at Survivor Series, not WrestleMania. Because I don't want... Here's the thing, as I said earlier, I don't want Taker to lose to Brock again. He's the Undertaker. He shouldn't lose. But then again, you also got the dilemma of Brock Lesnar. Brock wins, Taker wins. Then I guess they're just going to make Brock win. I mean, simple as that. Unless Sting costs Taker the match, then that's also a possibility, but I don't see that happening. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I don't know what's going to go on now, but it's possible we will get Sting and Taker at WrestleMania, and Brock versus Rock at WrestleMania, which I'm fine with. I'm not fine with Taker losing to Brock again for the second time, but, you know, whatever. So, you know, that has been my Raw reaction review today. Tonight, the finals, the final episode for the season of Tough Enough. Now, I got this from my friend Addy. I don't know if it's true, but it will make sense, right? The WWE is going to have Daniel Bryan use his save tonight to save Josh. So that way ZZ doesn't win. But if you remember last week, ZZ did not get the most votes. Who got the most votes? Josh got the most votes. So that right there tells you the WBC sees the talent that's in him. The WWE Universe wants Josh. And I like Josh. I think he's good. Like Eddie. Whatever, right? But just screw ZZ over just so Josh can win is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Summer Rae has no talent of wrestling whatsoever. I'm sorry, not Summer Rae. Eva Marie. She sucked. Then, right now, she's currently being trained by someone and she's getting better. So, why can't ZZ do the same? Why can't you give ZZ... The WWE chose ZZ for a reason. Why? I don't know. Maybe because he couldn't connect with the fans or something like that. But the WWE chose ZZ for a reason. Yeah, has he been lazy and lackadaisical during these challenges, during these weeks? And they're like, he doesn't want this. He doesn't want this at all. Has he been on that? Yeah. But you can give him a chance. You can give ZZ a chance. Don't let... You picked him for a reason. Remember that, WWE. You picked ZZ to be on Tough Enough. So you need to give ZZ his chance. Don't screw him over like you screwed Bret Hart. Vince screwed Bret Hart for the title because he wasn't sure if he was going to take it over to WCW. Don't screw ZZ over because he doesn't. You don't think he has what it takes. I understand Josh has talent. Yeah, he does. But you have to have faith in the WWE Universe. Yeah, technically ZZ should have been going a long time ago. Is that true? Yeah, he should. He's been staying there because of his popularity. But are you going to let Sarah stay over Amanda? You're going to let Sarah stay, who has absolutely no talent. ZZ's better than Sarah. Let me just say that right there. You're going to let Sarah beat Amanda just so you can save Josh? That doesn't make absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. But, you know, whatever. Best for business. Do what you got to do. But ZZ does not deserve to be screwed over. I understand he should have been gone a long time ago. But do not screw him over because you can't see him as a future WWE champion or a Hall of Famer or a WrestleMania main eventer. Don't do that. Don't even screw him over. If you really want a WWE superstar, I mean, again, I point out, ZZ did not get the most votes. Josh did. Let's tell you something right there. The WWE Universe recognizes Josh as he can be the future of the WWE. But we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight on Tough Enough. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to do a SmackDown review. I don't know if I'll do more Raw reviews, but I knew I had to do this one because Raw was that good last night. Alright? So, till next time, I'm your boy, Stephen E. Peace.